And welcome back, adventurers, to Let's Play Myst Masterpiece Edition. Last we left off, we'd retrieved the message that was left for Catherine by Atres down by the dock, and we did a brief explore of the Myst library. Now before we leave, let's have a look at that map again and see the image of the Myst library once again, and also a blinking image of the tower that we can somehow interact with. So let's see what happens when we do. The words tower rotation appear at the bottom of the map. So now we've figured out the tower rotation, which is another step forward, but of course, as you notice, only the library is lit up on the map. So I wonder what happens when we return down to the dock and flip the marker switch down there, and then return to the library and have another look at the map. Let's see what happens. Aha! Progress. Now a diagram of the dock and the mast of the sunken ship now appear on the map. So let's see what happens when we rotate the tower to face the dock. There's the sound of the tower, gears grinding as it rotates to face the dock. And you'll also notice that a red line appeared, well, the white line, which is the tower's line of sight, turned red when it hit the mast. So before we do anything further, let's go back outside and flip every marker switch that we can find on the island. So the one by the observatory, let's head back down towards the gears and flip the one that's just here. Run all the way back to the one by the rocket ship, which is just over there. Now for the one in the middle of the island, by the well. One by the bunker, over there. We can't reach the one by the clock tower, obviously, so we'll head to the cabin and flip that one. Now let us return to the library and see if any of the other landmarks have now appeared on the map. And yes, indeed they have. So now we have 7 of the 8 major landmarks on the island are now activated, thanks to my switching on the marker switches. So let's turn around and see what happens. Sorry for the loud noise there. So interesting thing. So we have all these landmarks, and I believe so there's another red line of an area by the cabin that we haven't explored yet. So if we continually rotate there's a marker switch there, but no red line. So let's keep rotating. There's another red line at the rocket ship. And if we go by the gears, a 4th line. Now we'll rotate back to the dock and let the tower do its thing. So I've come to the conclusion that there are 4 places on Myst Island in which the line of the side of the tower turns red. That's here at the mast by the dock, over by the gears, one by the rocket ship, and this thing here that I didn't actually get around to exploring while I was at the cabin. Those are the only 4 places on the map that have red line of sight, which can only mean that these must be the 4 places of protection where Ages has hidden the books. Now in my previous video, when I was looking through the bookcase, which is, I'll just briefly go back to the bookcase. There are only 4 undamaged books, here, 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 and here, and as you saw in the previous video, they appeared to be journals of some kind. So there are 4 books, 4 possible worlds, if indeed worlds they are, that are left on Myst Island. But how do we access those worlds? How do we get to the books? Well, let's go back to the tower again and see if we've made any progress. So, down comes the bookcase again, and the passage is once again open to us, so let's head to the elevator and ascend to the tower. Shut the door, press the button, and ride the elevator. A rather cramped, claustrophobic elevator. It's also dark, apart from that blue light on the button. And as you notice this time, as we reach the tower, there's music. So let's hit up the book ladder now, and instead of a grey concrete wall, we have an actual day, an actual viewing point outside, and there you can see is the mast of the ship that's still underwater, down by the dock, which is where one of the 4 books of Myst is placed, and if we head up the key ladder, we have a plaque. And this is where the note-taking comes in. October 11, 1984, 10:04 AM. January 17, 12:07, 5:46 AM. November 23, 97-91, 6:57 PM. Well, they appear to be dates of some kind, although what kind of relation to the ship, we don't really quite know the significance of that at the moment. So there's nothing else we can do here, so let us descend back down to the library and see where we can go from here. So we obviously have a clue of sorts, a series of dates, which appears to be a clue to the puzzle of possibly the book that's placed in the mast somewhere, that we don't yet know the connection to, which is going to be a fairly interesting kind of challenge of sorts. So, when we return, adventurers, I shall take a break and decide where exactly to go to from here. Until next we meet, adventurers.